YouTube, what is going on? Two-Tone Sports, another mock draft review. They're going to get spicy these next 2-3 weeks. We're probably going to get some news on some vets, QBs going certain places. It's going to get wild when the combine comes up. I'm going to be doing some stock up, stock down with the NFL combine. Who really showed out? Who really disappointed? I'm going to cover free agency, what I think is going to happen, who's really going to be a cap casualty. Watch out for the Saints. Watch out for the Chargers, even. I know the Chargers are only 20 million debt, but watch out. All right? So, with that being said, we are going to review Luke Easterling, Yahoo Sports, Draft Wire, new 3 round projection with trade. So, this is going to be a 3 round. We're going to breeze through it. I'm going to show every pick. I'll make a comment on everyone. I'll go deep into the first rounds, but as I get into the second and third, I am going to breeze through it so this is not like a 2.5 hour video. So, with that being said, Two Tone Sports here. Please like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification. Showing love is free on YouTube. So, what do we do here? Okay, apparently everybody thinks the Indianapolis Colts are going to move up to #1. They are going to get Bryce Young. Okay, that little star denotes projected trade. Okay, make the most sense as a trade partner for the Bears because they don't hop up that much. They can still drop down and grab Carter or Anderson. I do agree with this. Um, return that would include at least this year's second round pick and next year's first. So they're going to swap first and four. They're going to get next year's first and this year's second. I like a pick. I think that's a phenomenal move for the Bears. If that's on the board, baby, you must do that. You got CJ Stroud to the Texans at #2. Totally agree with this. Where it would hurt to see the Colts jump for Young. Stroud is anything but a prize. He's the only quarterback in this class with the polish to be a Week 1 starter. I agree. I don't think this is a bad move. I think it's necessary. I mean, Will Anderson consistently going to the Cardinals. I have everywhere. He's going to come in, replace J.J. Watt. I love it. We got Jalen Carter to the Bears at 4. Um, Anderson could have easily been last year's #1 overall pick. I do agree with that. Carter, ideal scenario for the Bears, who get more draft capital. Carter is a disruptive force at the point of attack and would make immediate impact for a defensive front desperate for playmakers. Yes. Tyree Wilson, dude, is unbelievable. Look at the size difference. I mean, he's 6'6", but Jesus. Russell Wilson's trade is a gift that keeps on giving to Seattle. It's so funny. Being a Chargers fan, seeing that trade, looking back on that trade, it is so funny to me. It really is hilarious. Okay? I think it's a great pick. Seattle needs that in their line. Whoa. Carolina moves up for Richardson? Wow. If the Lions don't value the remaining quarterback prospects as successors to Goff, don't be surprised if they're willing to move down. Panthers might be willing to jump ahead of the Raiders, giving up one of their 2 second-rounders for a QB of their choice. Richardson showed more progression last year than Will Levis. I think that's crazy. Um, okay. Panthers are moving up to 6 to get Richardson. I don't disagree that I can see Richardson going before Levis. I mean, Levis makes some fundamental mistakes. He throws some scaries, as I call him, but Richardson, man, has got the athletic ability that we haven't seen in a long time, which makes sense for Will Levis to go here. Derek Carr QB era is over, but his physical traits and competitiveness will still, jeez, what do I have, a Chicago accent? Make him a top 10 pick. I like this. I like this trade up. I like this trade up. I haven't really thought about it, but I do like the trade up. I also think they're probably going to vet, but if they don't, Will Levis will be their pick. What does everybody see in Keon White that I don't? Come on. Let me see it. Atlanta needs help all across their defensive front, so spending this pick on a versatile defender who can line up all over the place would be a wise move. They won't have to look far to find that kind of prospect, as one of this year's fastest rising prospects make the short trip. I mean, yeah, Georgia Tech to Atlanta. I mean, yeah, he's not going anywhere. He's not moving anywhere, but I just think there's better on the board. Like Miles Murphy at 8? I don't know. I like this. If that's the case for Detroit moving back, they need help on corner. They grab some draft capital. I like this. I like this a lot. Okay. Devon Witherspoon goes to Detroit. Perfect scenario for the Lions. Exactly what I just said. Polished technician with all the physical and mental traits to quickly become a shutdown artist at the next level. I think he's going to be a great fit there, too. Eagles, Miles Murphy. I just did this in a recent draft. I think this is a great step for them. Um, More immediate needs elsewhere, but the Eagles love loading up on pass rushers. This is a luxury pick from the Saints. Murphy's a complete player who can make an immediate impact on all three downs. I agree they like to keep their pass rush fresh, and boom. This is pretty good. Guys, you could test if you're bipolar. Who knows? If you've been watching my drafts, you probably think, watching my mock drafts, you've probably been thinking I am bipolar. Maybe I should click on this. Tennessee Titans, Peter Skoronski. He could be guard, he could be tackle. The offense isn't going anywhere without some serious upgrades in the trenches. Skoronski might be a smaller than most teams would like a tackle to be. But regardless of where he lines up, he's a day one starter. I consistently say this. Power and technique to help get this unit back on track. They're maulers up front. This is what they need to do. Whoa. Whoa. Patriots move up with Houston. Pats need no offensive tackle in a bad way, but they're currently sitting behind the Jets, who also need one. In return for a fourth round pick, New England jumps 2 spots and takes Johnson. I like it. I like it. Whoa, man, how many trades we got here, big boy? Commanders trade with the Jets after watching the Pats jump ahead of them for a top offensive tackle available. The Jets bail out of this pick in favor of getting better value a few spots down. Washington gives up a fourth rounder. I mean, come on. Washington gives up a fourth rounder this year and a day 3 pick next year to steal one of the most promising corner prospects in Gonzalez. I love Gonzalez. I think this would be a really, really good move for Washington. Also, not too sure exactly what the run on corners would be. This is crazy. Seattle gets Brian Branch. Houston needs as much talent as they can get. So another move down here wouldn't be surprising as they continue to stockpile picks. Seattle needs a versatile slot, nickel, safety hybrid to continue their defensive rebuild. I love this. I love Brian Branch. People need to give him credit. He's not getting enough credit because of his size. He's very, very good, and he's a very, very good tackler. In return for a third round pick, wow. Okay. I mean, they just keep getting more picks. It's crazy. Packers get Lucas Van Ness. Oh, he's very good. Very, very good. At some point, we have to admit that the Packers value other positions in the first round, particularly on defense. Van Ness didn't start for the Hawkeyes for some strange reason, but his physical traits and versatility should make him a much more productive pro. Yeah. This kid's going to go down as like, hey, Iowa, you really didn't have this kid in on every play. Like, who is his coach? He probably shouldn't be coaching anymore. That's what this kid's going to bring to the table. Hey, man, if the draft falls this way for the Jets and you guys move down, this is a great, great move. After dropping a few spots, adding some draft capital, the Jets are still able to find their biggest need, but at a better value. This move allows them to stay ahead of the tackle needy Steelers at number 17, landing an athletic physical blocker in Jones. I love it. Yeah, this is like father, like son. I guarantee they reference that. Right there. Boom. Value. They need an offensive tackle, but the value is just not there. Um, the Steelers regime just doesn't spend first round picks at that position. They do invest in corners and from powerhouse programs. Porter plays the corner position with the same competitive and physicality that made his dad a Pro Bowl defender in Pittsburgh. Ah, the Vikings move up. Manuel Forbes. Bringing in Brian Flores is a huge boost for one of the league's worst defenses, and his first order of business should be improving the secondary. Forbes is a big play machine, and a pair of fourth round picks would be more than worth it for Minnesota to jump ahead of the Bucks, who could also have their eyes on him. Every pick is a trade. Wow. Wow. Tampa trades back with the Chiefs. This would wreck the AFC West. I mean, the Chiefs with him would be ridiculous. Just take a moment and think about this. This is wild. After watching this year's top corners come off the board, the Bucks could be willing to bail from this pick. No receivers gone yet. Chiefs deal their second round pick to jump up from the last pick in the first round for Johnston. Great move for the Bucks. We're gonna get there, and I really hope it comes up in this. Who has the traits to be a superstar and explosive offense with Mahomes? Texans go and grab Jordan Addison. Watching the Chiefs jump ahead of them for Johnston might hurt, but Addison is hard, sloppy seconds. After trading back twice from 12, the Texans still land their number one receiver to grow with their new franchise, QB, and get great value. Okay, Tyler Scott from Cincinnati. If you're not familiar with Scott, now's the time to get acquainted before he lights up the NFL Combine and crashes the first round conversation. Justin Herbert already has a pair of big physical targets, but he needs an explosive big play receiver to take the top off opposing defenses, and Scott is the perfect fit. People have Jalen Hyatt here, but well, he goes next. Okay, we'll see how his combine is. We'll put that as a name to watch in the combine. As the receiver run continues, the Ravens take the fourth straight pass catcher off the board. Todd Monken will be willing to open up a passing attack for Lamar, but that'll require additional weapons. I mean, yeah, Jalen Hyatt is going to take. Wow. Jamal Williams, people? Sometimes you have to throw needs out the window and draft the best available player on the board. The Lions have way bigger needs elsewhere, but the value isn't there. DeAndre Swift has struggled to stay healthy. Jamal Williams is a free agent. They should resign him. They better resign him. And Robinson is a top 5 talent in the class. I get it. I like the pick, but not if you're bringing back Jamal. Michael Mayer to Jacksonville. I have this in a couple of them. There are bigger needs on defense, but even if Evan Ingram resigns, giving Trevor Lawrence another weapon for the passing game won't hurt. I think there's bigger needs if Evan Ingram resigns than they could easily do, but yeah. Mayer's blocking prowess would also bring an element to the offense that Ingram doesn't have. Giants taking Jackson Smith and the Jigba. If there's a worse receiver situation in the NFL right now, I'd love to see it. Giants desperately need an infusion of talent here. Despite Najigba missing most of the season, his 2021 tape was impressive. Yes, Drew Sanders here. I like him as well. I could also see him falling out of the first. Just depends on how people view him. So the linebacker could be an early round target in this draft, a former 5-star recruit and Alabama transfer. Sanders has the versatility and athleticism to line up all over the defense and make big plays from any spot. He is nasty. It's kind of like getting another versatility player like Parsons. I don't know if he's going to be as good as Parsons, but having those two on the defense would make play calling a dream. I get this. Josh Allen can't do everything himself, so this draft has to be about giving him as much help as possible. Offensive line and receiver are strong possibilities here. Gibbs might be too tempting to pass up. His rare skill set and explosiveness would give his offensive dimension that no other player in this draft can bring. I like Keely Ringo here as well. To Cincinnati, there might be more glaring holes on offense, but it wouldn't surprise to see Bengals opt for some secondary help. Ringo's 2022 film was a roller coaster, but he's still top end physical traits, and his skill set would be a great fit. This would be a phenomenal pick for the Saints. After getting back into the first round, courtesy of Sean Payton, the Saints are able to fill one of the biggest needs. Torrance is definitely a plug and play starter, and without a quarterback worthy of the spot on this board, the Saints would be wise to address offensive trenches here. I was thinking about Cam. There's big Cam. After grabbing another pass rusher early in the round, Eagles used their additional first round to load up on corner. Opposing quarterbacks learned quickly to test Smith at their own risk. He dominated despite facing top competition on a weekly basis in the SEC. I agree. He was very good. What a great fit for the Eagles. Moving on. Like I said, we got 3 rounds of this. So we're gonna really keep this chugging. Tampa Bay Bucks get Clark Phillips. I like this. Free agency is about to decimate the secondary. So don't be surprised if the Bucks load up on defensive backs early. They're set to lose 2 of their top 3 corners, so in this scenario, they had undersized but talented and physical Phillips, who's going to immediately be a slot corner, and he's going to start. Oh, I love this. Love this. Ika #1 in the second round. Love this pick for the Steelers. He fits them. He's nasty. How much longer is Cam Hayward going to play? Really, really big fan of this pick. Really, really big fan of this pick, too. I mean, the Texans are slaying this draft as of right now. You got CJ Stroud. Then I believe you came down here. You traded back. If we could find it. Boom. You traded back. There he is. You got Jordan Addison. So you got your QB of the future, you got wide receiver of the future, and now you just got your linebacker of the future as well. That is insane draft for the Texans right now. He can easily be a first round pick. Oh, I love this pick for Arizona too, Darnell Wright. He is massive. He's a great pick. He's going to be a pass blocker. I love it. Jalen Duncan, also another one to the Bears. I love this. This was from the trade. Rams are very happy with getting Nolan Smith at this value. Once again, that's another good pick for them. Brian Brees, if they can get him in the second round at 37, my gosh, did they hit a home run? They really hit a home run. Vegas getting another offensive lineman. This is 100% something that needs to happen. They need to bolster that offensive line. Panthers getting a speedy weapon in Zay Flowers. All right, now we got the Saints doubling. No, not doubling, but Mozzie Smith is a huge boy. They need this on their defensive line. Wow, did they need this? Let me explain to you for a second why this is a ridiculous pick for the Titans. Okay, if I remember correctly, they got Peter Skoronski up top. He's going to be a plug and play guard or tackle, depending on where you want him. He is going to be a plug and play tight end. On this team is going to be filthy. He's like 6'6" or 6'8", one of those. He may even be 6'7". We'll throw that number in since we hit them all now. He can block. He's a hell of a run blocker. Just picture another offensive lineman in who can run for a pass for Derrick Henry. This is insane pick for them. Getting Derek Hall because Clowney's gone. Getting Derek Hall is phenomenal. I mean, look at his arms. I don't mean to be that guy and bring it there, but for the Browns and grabbing that edge, this is insane. These picks right here are very, very good. Antonio Johnson falling to the Jets at 43, man. Sit back and put your feet up, Jets fans. Holy crap, is your defense gonna be disgusting. My God. That's crazy. Makes sense. Falcons definitely need some corner help. Um, oh, Dalton Kincaid. People don't give him enough respect. The dude's a receiving tight end. And man, is this a good pick for the Packers. Keeping Rodgers, getting him in the second round. I love this. Love this. Josh Down fits Patriots. He's a speedy receiver. Very good hands. Very consistent hands. It's necessary. Oof. Dwan Jones is falling to 47. This guy's like a tower. I want to say he's like 6'6" and above. Commanders get an absolute unit on their line. Unit on their line. This would be a great, great value for him here. I love that pick. Lions bolster defensive line. I love this with the second round pick. Oh, Anton Harrison. Let me explain something. He's one of the best pass blocking tackles in this draft. I will be shocked if he doesn't go in the early second or at least first round. If he falls to 49 here for Pittsburgh, that's insanity. What value? I have Pittsburgh in one of, or a couple of my mock drafts taking him in the first round. This is a home run for Pittsburgh. My hair's going crazy. Bucks getting B.J. Ojolari. I mean, they're really filling in holes now. B.J. Ojolari is going to surprise people. He's going to surprise people at the combine. I think he deserves a little more respect. At 50, phenomenal value. Luke Musgraves, another one to the Dolphins. Yeah, Mike Gesicki's probably gone. Let's be honest, they didn't even really use him. They really didn't. Luke Musgrave is going to be similar. He's pass catcher. He's pretty good after the catch. Great fit in Miami. Seattle is just bolstering the positions that they need. They're going defense. They're going offense. I love it. Love it. The sick helmet, by the way. I love TCU's uniforms. Felix Uzama to the Bears. Oh, this is another person I have in the first round here and there. The Bears would slay the draft if this happens. Him at 53, I love this value. Thank you, Chargers. They need an offensive tackle. They grabbed the speedy wide receiver in the first. Now you get an offensive tackle in the second. We don't know how Pipkins is. I think it's a necessary pick. Lions getting battled to their defense. It would be nasty. This kid is going to be able to come down and play linebacker in the box if you need to. Love this pick. Love this pick as well. Jags are going to keep Trevor Lawrence upright. Blake Freeland is great. I think he's probably going to go right around here. I love this. They need an offensive tackle. Just keep building on the lines. Like, honestly, all these young top tier QBs like Lawrence, Burrow, Herbert, like those three alone Like, please, please, please keep building on the line. Even Josh Allen, keep building your offensive line around these guys. Even Mahomes, just make sure these kids stay healthy. There's something about defensive players out of Iowa that really should just excite NFL fans. Giants getting a linebacker, Jack Campbell, out of Iowa. You should just view this kid as just coming in. He's going to be solid. I love this. This is a good draft by the Giants so far, too. Great value in Tyreek Stevenson. Some analysts I've been seeing have him late in the first round. He's got great ball skills. Shout out to the U, baby. They got great jerseys as well. But Cowboys, what a need. What a utility player here for the Bills. Rashee Rice, that would be so cool. The dude is a burner. He's actually kind of nice size, but just Josh Allen's arm and Rashee Rice together would be awesome. Big Tucker Kraft going to the Bengals. I like it as well. I like it as well. Give Burrow more weapons. Oh, this next pick is driving me nuts already. Um, this is awesome, 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 awesome. They had oh God, what's his name on the Bengals? Hayden Hurst. Drew a blank there. I believe he's a free agent. Either way, Tucker Kraft's going to come in and fill that need. Detroit, let me tell you something. If this is the draft that you can do, you're a playoff team. You're 1,000% a playoff team. Noah Sewell at 61. I think is phenomenal value. I think people are not giving him enough credit. Love this pick. It fills a massive need for you Lions fans, who in some rounds I have you guys taking Trenton Simpson. If you don't, you can get Noah Sewell here at 61. Insane. Jesus, the Eagles are loading on defensive line. This is a great value too. Cansey, this is another really good value pick. You know how the Eagles love rotation on that defensive line. Tampa Bay gets a corner. Like I said, they need a corner bad. They got some free agency nightmares coming up. Definitely have to get deep at that position. Woo! Bears! Bears, baby! Whoo! Kayshawn Booty. Some people thought this kid was a first round talent. Now there's allegations around him. I'm not going to be talking about that, just in case these kids are watching. Has something doing with choo choo train. We're going to leave it at that. But damn, Kayshawn Booty, 64 to the Bears. You guys need receiver help. I love this. Isaiah Foskey, I do think he's very good value. I mean, the Texans are really, really filling in some key positions in this draft. That's so cool. Jalen Jones, yeah, the Cardinals need some cornerback help. They haven't had like that solid dude since Pat Pete. Even Pat Pete, well, toward the end wasn't that solid, but damn, that's good. Broncos, once again, we got some back-to-back Broncos here. We're going to leave this up. You cannot go wrong with depth or bolstering the trenches. You're doing this back to back offensive line, defensive line. Love this for the Broncos. Just get stronger at the point of attack. Every single team should be doing this. You build from the front. Well, you get your QB, build your line, and then back. I mean, come on. Great pick here. Oh, Thule! Love this kid, man. To the Raiders. Oh, this would hurt as a Chargers fan. I love him. I think he's going to be a beast. I just think he's got. I don't know why. I just think he's got that it factor. And 70 to the Raiders love this. I think he's going to go a little higher, but I love this. Hendon Hooker to the Saints. You guys just got your QB of the future at 71. I know he's old. I know he's got injury. But golly, what a pick. What a value. What a need. That's an A plus pick for me. A plus, and I don't say that often. There's an A for me too. Marvin Mims, kid's a burner. You need receiver help. You got the trenches with I believe Skoronski in the beginning. Then I believe you. Oh, this is good. This really is good. This is just good value. Hey, this is a really good pick too. I mean, they're just building the trenches. This, I'll tell you, if the Texans and Bears can do this, you guys got A plus drafts. You guys really got A plus drafts. Where is Tanner McKee? I swear to God, I did not see that. I did not see that. This is a great pick by the Jets. You're not too sure what's happening with your QB situation. Do you stick it with the Mama Hunter himself? Do you bring back Flacco? Do you bring in a vet? This is a great pick at 74. This is a great pick at 74. I love Henry To'oTo'o in 75 here as well to the Falcons. They're another one bolstering defense. Big fan of this. Big fan of Andre Carter. People don't realize how deep this edge class is, man. Like, these people do not believe how deep this edge class is. I love him at 76. This is awesome. Dolphins going running back. I like it. Probably there's definitely some needs for sure, but I mean, that's a sick pick. That's a sick pick. Packers going safety. Their safeties, their secondary has kind of struggled. Like, it's a need. It's a need. Colts grab and tackle. That's such a cool pick too. Damn, where are you guys finding these pictures? This is awesome. Colts, Tyler Steen. Once again, they need some offensive line help, so this is a really good pick. Steelers grabbing edge from Ohio State. Once again, Steelers need some edge help. This is a great, great pick. I realistically, in my eyes, if you do any move in the trenches, depending on what value is in the first and second round, if you do any move in the trenches in the third and on, unless you're literally drafting like an undrafted guy in the third round, I think it's a good move. I think it's a move that you can really reinforce. I mean, man, the Lions are really building in this draft too. This draft would take the Lions to the next level. I mean, this is Tampa Bay's like rebuilding draft as well. That's such a sick helmet. They need linebacker. Their defense is decimated by free agency. This would fill some voids. You can't really expect like a pick at number 82 to be come in and like be a full-time starter off the bat, but it's a good pick. Once again, Texans, you get your QB of the future. You had your receiver. I mean, now you're grabbing offensive line. This kid should be higher. If this is the case, he should be higher too. But if this is the case, this is nice. This really is nice. Is this the Dolphins' second tight end? Either way, I like Sam Laporta. Chargers need help on defensive line. I really like this pick. Grab another rotational player. Chris Rump has not panned out on what we thought he would be. Ravens grabbing cornerback help. They definitely need some quarterback help. Oh, this is a nice pick for Vikings. This is a nice pick for the Vikings. Pair Cedric Tillman, who's a burner, up with Jefferson and Thielen. It's a great pick. I don't know if there's just no pictures here, but I'm not going to refresh the page. 88 picks down. Running back to the Jags, and this is a good pick, ETN. Now, this kid is a thumper. You're replacing Robinson. I really like that. Giants get depth at corner. They were decimated last year. I think they definitely need to do that. Cowboys Going running back at 90. I love that Luke Whippler is a second round talent. You can get Luke Whippler at 91. People are going to freak out, especially Bills. We're going to head back here for a sec. Tony Pollard, free agent, probably going to be tagged. Zeke's getting old. Very good pick, very good value at 90. Smart move not taking one higher. Luke Whippler here. Wow. Bills would hit a home run with this pick. Bengals add more weapons for Burrow. Once again, can't go wrong. Panthers adding linebacker depth. Eagles adding a legit tank at running back. Miles Sanders set to be up. We saw what the run game was like all year, and then we saw what it was in the Super Bowl. Great, great pick. Kansas City bolstering the offensive line. I love this. Mahomes has been getting hurt. You can't have. They were hurt by injuries on their offensive line going into the Super Bowl. Can't have enough depth at offensive line. I will say it every single video. Cardinals going running back. I definitely agree with this. Can't go wrong with offensive line help, especially Commanders. They do need it. Browns going again on defensive line. Love that. 49ers. Hey, welcome to the draft, baby. Offensive line. Big fan of this. Giants grabbing their backup running back because I'm saying you guys are re-signing Barkley. This kid's pretty good out of Mississippi. Ooh, J.L. Skinner for the 49ers. I'm going to tell you guys why I love back-to-back picks here. J.L. Skinner is fast. He's a safety. He's going to play over top. I love this for the 49ers. He's not going to start right away, but this kid could really be even used as a corner. Some people view him as a corner, and I think this is a very, very good pick for the 49ers. Okay? You got A.T. Perry, another bolstering at receiver. Can't have enough. You got Ayuk there. You got Debo. I mean, come on. A.T. Perry's going to be a big boy out there. He's going to be a burner. This, I mean, we just ran through a 3-round mock draft with trades. He gave some comp picks. Okay? 17-minute read. I don't think so. I breezed through this. I really ran through this. I didn't want to waste your guys' time. This is what? We're 37, 38 minutes in at this point. That is great. We got what? One. That's from the trade. Two. Three. Oh, well, they moved back. Three. Four. Four. I mean, dude, how many trades were in this front of this draft? I mean, great move by the Jets here. They moved up for what do you call it? Panthers moved up for Richardson. Vikings, come on, man. Kansas City moves up for Quentin Johnston. Texans get Addison. Chargers maybe reach on a speedy receiver here. Lions get Bijan. Like, dude, this was crazy. This was a crazy, much appreciated 3-round mock draft. But this one is crazy. There's some moves here that I did not expect. This is a big one. I get it. But man, was this crazy. So, that being said, shout out to Luke Easterling. Okay, Yahoo Sports article here. He's from DraftWire. Two-Tone Sports mock draft review. 3-round projection with trades. Our first 3-round mock draft review we have done. 49ers made a splash at the end of this 3rd round. Very good value. I love the picks. I think they fit their team perfectly. And some hell of crazy, crazy moves in this draft, baby. So with that being said, I'm Two-Tone Sports. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. There was a lot of picks here. Let me hear what your favorite pick was. Let me see who your surprising drop was. Um, Give me your favorite 2nd and 3rd round pick. Mine, probably Hendon Hooker. So, that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching.